Innerspring or memory foam? Innerspring or memory foam? If you're watching this video, I'm assuming that's the question you're asking yourself right now, and while many people will tell you that either of them will make a great mattress, I'm here to tell you exactly which one is the best. Now I'm gonna go over the major differences of these materials today, but also talk about which one's gonna last longer, which one is least expensive, and also which one has the best advantages for your specific type of sleeping. Now before we go any further, I do wanna thank Layla for not only sponsoring this explainer, but for providing this great mattress to use an example throughout this video. I'm Logan from Sleepopolis.com, and this is Innerspring versus memory foam. The Innerspring mattress was first developed in 1871 and has pretty much been the bedroom staple ever since then. It's got this traditional feel of great bounce, good support. You're gonna feel more on top of a Innerspring mattress than actually sinking into it, and all of that is thanks to the coil support you can see here at the bottom of the mattress. It's often overlaid with a thin layer of foam for comfort. For a long time, the Innerspring was the only design that you could get in mattresses, but as recently as the 90s, new materials have come onto the market, including memory foam mattresses. Now there really isn't a material that's more different from Innerspring than memory foam. Known for its deep sinkage and body contouring properties, it was initially created by NASA in the 1970s to create more comfortable seat cushioning in spacecraft. Now it's no longer exclusively a galactic material, but it does still feel pretty futuristic. As you can see here on the Layla, which is a mattress that is heavy on the use of memory foam, it really takes whatever pressure I apply, allowing me to sink deep into the mattress for pressure relief, giving that nice contouring around your body. Now, a lot of people will tell you that lying on a memory foam mattress is kind of like lying on a soft patch of grass. Get this kind of slow sink into the mattress, whereas on an Innerspring mattress, you're gonna feel more on top of it, be able to change positions really easily. On a mattress that uses a lot of memory foam, you're gonna feel more sunken into or surrounded by the memory foam layers. Now when I'm thinking about the difference in feel between memory foam and Innerspring, the few attributes that immediately come to mind are heat, bounce, and sinkage. So first up, with memory foam, it can be known for trapping a bit of body heat. So companies now use a few different things to try to draw that heat away from the sleeper and help you sleep a little bit cooler. First up, we have a gel infusion, which is probably the most common infusion into memory foam layers. The gel is used to help, again, draw that heat away from the sleeper, help you sleep a little bit cooler. Now what Layla here does is a little bit different. Not many companies do this, but they actually use a copper infusion. Copper is known for being really highly conductive in terms of temperature, which again is great. It helps you draw heat away from the sleeper, helps you sleep a little bit cooler to combat that bad reputation of memory foam causing you to overheat during the middle of the night. Now, Innerspring mattresses are pretty breathable because of all this space actually in the springs. It's really nice for airflow through the mattress. Breathability in a mattress is super important for helping you sleep cooler throughout the night. Now, Innerspring, I do want to put a little caveat on that, in that it is pretty dependent on the other materials that are used in the construction of the mattress. So if you have an Innerspring mattress that uses a lot of cotton in the cover, it can sleep a little bit hotter, but in general, you're looking at great breathability with the Innerspring because of all this space in the mattress. Now the next difference in feel that I want to highlight between memory foam and Innerspring mattresses is the bounce. Now on memory foam mattresses, there's really almost no bounce. It's just kind of the nature of the material. Because you get that slow sinkage into a memory foam mattress, sometimes people will say you feel a little bit stuck in the mattress, not able to change positions as easily. Some people really like that deep sinkage into the mattress. Now one advantage you get from that low bounce is that memory foam mattresses like the Layla are really good at isolating motion transfer. Basically, if you share your bed with a restless sleeper, someone who gets into and out of bed during the middle of the night, really bouncy materials like Innerspring mattresses can transfer a lot of disturbance across the mattress, cause you to wake up during the middle of the night. But memory foam, because of that sinkage, that low bounce, it does a really good job of isolating that motion transfer. So now let's take a look at the bounce on an Innerspring mattress. It's that same 10-pound steel ball. As you can see, Innerspring constructions are much bouncier than just straight up memory foam mattresses, especially this one with a coil on coil design. Now what that bounciness is going to give you is some mobility. It's going to give you the ability to change positions a lot easier and really avoid that stuck feeling that a lot of people say they get in thicker memory foam layers. It's really great for a lot of combo sleepers who need to change positions without struggling during the middle of the night. Now, the last difference in feel between memory foam and Innerspring that I want to highlight is the sinkage into the mattress. So here on the Layla, which has a thick memory foam comfort layer, you can see that this 50-pound medicine ball is sinking deep into that comfort layer. You're gonna sink right into memory foam. It's really great for pressure relief for that reason. It's got that slow response to pressure that you can see there, so you are going to feel more in the material than on it. Now, one of the things that I do want to point out is that depending on the thickness of the memory foam or what supports it underneath is going to actually decide how far into the mattress you're going to sink. So the actual sinkage numbers on a memory foam mattress in terms of like inches sunken into the mattress when compared to an Innerspring may be pretty close, but because of that slow response to pressure, you will still feel more kind of surrounded by the memory foam than on an Innerspring. So now we put the 50-pound medicine ball on an Innerspring mattress to test the sinkage here. Now, something I do want to point out is that not all Innerspring mattresses are the same, and you will get a little bit more sinkage or less depending on the strength of the coil systems underneath it. So kind of the width of the coils will actually have a big impact on the actual firmness of the mattress. Here you can see that there is a bit of sinkage into the mattress, but you're still going to feel more on top of an Innerspring than in it, as opposed to with the memory foam. You can see that it's much easier to move this 50-pound medicine ball around on the coil structure beneath it than it was on the memory foam. Now, aside from the differences in feel between the materials, I also want to touch briefly on their durability and their cost. Now, with memory foam, when we're talking durability, we're talking about the density of the foam. Now, high quality memory foams have a really high density. What that's going to feel like is a thicker foam, probably a little bit heavier, and have a slower response to pressure. That higher density foam is going to last a bit longer. In terms of Innerspring mattresses, it's going to be things like thicker coils for quality materials. That's going to extend the warranty on a mattress. Now, with cost, there is no hard and fast rule for either memory foam mattresses or Innerspring mattresses. You will pay a bit more for higher quality materials in both. Now, with memory foams, the higher quality materials can not only mean higher density materials, but also infusions like the gel infusions, copper infusions we talked about before that help you sleep a bit cooler. And with Innerspring mattresses, higher costs can include extras like zone support systems that help you sleep better in different positions. So now that we've covered the history of these materials, the differences in feel, including heat, sinkage, and bounce, and also their durability and cost, you're still wondering which material, memory foam or Innerspring, is the right one for me. So I want to give a couple of recommendations. Now, in terms of memory foam, it's got that soft feel. You're going to be able to sink deep into the mattress, so I like it a bit better for side sleepers. And one of the other benefits of memory foam that I touched briefly on earlier in this video is its ability to isolate motion transfer. So if you do share your bed with a restless sleeper, someone who gets into and out of bed, memory foam is a great material that's going to really benefit you there, so you don't get disturbed during the middle of the night. Now, with Innerspring mattresses, something that we talked about is they are much bouncier than memory foam mattresses. So if you're a combo sleeper, someone who needs a bit more mobility so you don't feel stuck in the mattress, you're probably going to lean towards Innerspring. Also, in general, I will say that Innerspring mattresses are a bit firmer than memory foam mattresses. So if you're someone who needs a little bit firmer support, again, it's not a hard and fast rule, but you're probably going to hedge towards the Innerspring side of things. So that's it for my comparison of Innerspring and memory foam mattresses. Thanks again to Layla for providing the mattress and also sponsoring this video. If there's any questions that you have that I didn't cover during the video, just leave a comment below. And be sure to follow us on Facebook and Twitter, and check out sleepopolis.com for all of your sleep needs.